Hello and good evening. I'm River Raven. This is The Farmer Was Replaced, a nice little programming game. Very simple, very small. Only a few bucks on Steam. If you do like this kind of programming games, this is a new one. I definitely recommend it. It is pretty fun. We're going to be getting started in this. This is Python adjacent. We'll be getting our first program. It's simple. You make your drawn harvest resources. So we will come over here. We'll go. It helps you every step of the way. And pretty simple. So we'll be right here if true. Nope, that's no, not if. While true. And we'll enter. And then we will, do I need a tab here? Oh, I need to put, we'll do this. We'll find out their mistakes. Harvest, and then we put these little things, and that just means execute that certain thing. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. We can put this. Yeah, and need to indent that. Putting an indent here just means that this is this command. Okay. Apparently, I don't know what I'm doing. Unlocked loops must be unlocked. Oh, okay. I did the right thing. We're not there yet. The game doesn't want me to get ahead of myself, so we won't. We will erase all my hard work. We'll hit play. He harvests, and he harvests, and he harvests, and it's very beautiful. Wow. And we need to two more times. One, two. Fantastic. And this is telling you what I just told you. We're going to use the while. So, while I didn't type. I don't know how to type. While true, semicolon or colon, whichever one it is, harvest. Basically saying, while this program is running, continue doing what I told you to do. And that's that. As you can see, we're getting hay. 25 now. We go over to our little research tree that we just went into. And these are all the things we can unlock. We get hats for 50. We could get speed for 20. Or we could get increased yield. All good things. I will be going speed. Checking before harvest. So this is if we get harvest, then harvest. So if we right now we're not getting any hay because he's harvesting before he grow. So we're gonna stop this program. We're going to put if can harvest, I believe. So I'm going to do it like this. If can underscore harvest. Underscores are just spaces basically. Nope, that's wrong. I think I meant to put semicolon there. Let's see what it says. If can harvest, harvest executable or action, semicolon, space, harvest. I made it capital. I don't get that one. The some it wants capital, some it doesn't. Still don't fully understand that. I did put the wrong thing for that. If can harvest, harvest. There you go. And it will harvest as soon as it's able to. Fantastic. We'll go to the next upgrade, which is going to be expand, which is what we're going to need. It'll be 30. And if this moves north and then it moves north again, it will go back to the south spot all the way down to the bottom. So we really don't need to worry too much about that. We don't need to tell it to move all these different directions. Just move north. Move. It wants it to be like this. So that's the way we'll put it. Okay, apparently you don't like it there. Fine. Okay. Well, can that work? Nope, it does not work. What do you want from me? For example, move north and move blah 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 blah. Requires a specified direction. If can harvest. Oh, you know what? I want this after this. Can you really? Really? Oh, because it's not capital? Is that why? It's because it is capital. We don't want a capital. You're real picky about these things, apparently. Fair enough. I do want that to come. So because it's indented right here, it'll, if can harvest, it'll harvest and then it'll move north. I don't want it moving north until it harvests. So now I'll just go over each plant. Unless I do. If it can't harvest, keep moving kind of thing. Let's try that. Move back to indent right here. And now it won't follow that. So just keep moving north. If you can harvest, harvest. If not, not. There we go. And as you can see, it keeps moving north. And when it gets to the very tippy top and moves moves north again, it'll go down to the bottom. Real simple. And that's that. We will. Which one do we want to do? We want to do this one first. We want to make room for it, but we don't. We can't do that one first. We need wood first. Hello. Didn't like that. They very much didn't like that. Hang on. Fantastic. Okay. Don't unlock plants. It doesn't like you unlocking plants. It hates that. But now we unlock the bush. The bush will give us wood. So we will be moving here. That's better. If can harvest, harvest. We don't want that. We want, before we even get to harvesting, we want to plant and then parentheses or quotations, or what is it? Neither of those things. I forget what it's called. It's a math term ish. I don't know. It's been a while since I've been in school. Entities. And then we're going to put dot to tell it which entity, and we will be putting bush and closing that. It's not a bracket either. I don't know. And that'll be that. It'll plant that, and then if it get a harvest, it'll harvest, and it'll move north. Fantastic. That's not good. Okay, stop. We're gonna be taking this line. Gonna be cutting it. So if it could harvest, I want you to harvest, and then I want you to plant. Beautiful. So now it's not letting those grow back. It's just, it's harvesting and then it's immediately planting the new plant. Good. Now we will want to expand again. We will want to make this a 3x3. It is not liking me unlocking stuff today. I don't know what is going on with that. Hopefully that fixes itself shortly. Thank you. Real hard to do. Do a flip. I for range. North. Those are basically your cheats, solutions, and hints. So we will be stopping this, and we will be putting in new conditions every time you move north. And okay, maybe we put this in the beginning. Control C. Enter. Move north. If you get a harvest, harvest and plant. Otherwise, continue doing what you're doing. But if, oh, I don't have get position. Get position. Okay. Problem. So they do have this cool little thing. Not liking this today. Okay, let me see if I can fix that. Alright, welcome to the world. Turn it off and on again. There we go. I don't know why we're having this stutter issue. But when that gets fixed, expand 2 is what we're looking for. Range. Creates a number. Creates a range of numbers from 0 to 1 in dash 1, which has n elements in it. The for loop runs its loop body once every element in sequence. For example, do a flip can be called 5 times. Function get world size also available. Return the side length of your farm, which basically you write code that won't break the next expand. For I in range, get world size. Okay, we're cheating. For I in range. Why are we using I's and J's? I don't. Alrighty, lost. Ryan range, get world size. May be helpful to turn this idea into code. For I in range, get world size. For J in range, get world size. We flip every tile. What is it for I in range? Why are we using I's? I doesn't mean anything. Fine. You're gonna tell me the same thing I'm telling you. Get world size. Bam bam. You're throwing an extra crap here. Not appreciating it. For J in range. Get world size, really? Get world size. Ba, 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 ba. Flip. Okay, we're gonna take everything we just made. Actually, you know what? Do a flip. Move north. And this is a great way to actually learn. I don't understand what I'm writing, but once I get it running, I can start dissecting it. There we go. Seeing what it's actually doing and then working from there. Right, we're cutting that. What we're going to do is we're going to create a new code file. We're going to attach to this one. We're going to paste it in. And it does not do anything. Get world size. Step 1, move north to rest back. Move east. Of course, there always move around the farm. When you're looking this way to a systematic way to every place the farm will be repeat the following 2 steps. Forever. Move north, move east. Get world size. Does that work better? It doesn't. I don't know why you need that either. I don't think any of this is necessary. Confusing me with this one. Yeah, okay. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna ignore everything they taught us. We're gonna make our own solution, which is gonna be simple. Until I get the commands to do what I need to do more precisely, we'll be doing. There's 2 things we could do. We could do something like this. Not great, is it? So we're not gonna do that. We're gonna cut that. Cut it. Back. Move north. If can harvest, harvest. What we're gonna do is we're gonna cut that. We'll copy it. Put that back the way it was. Move here. Backspace. Move here. Backspace. That'll move north 3 times. And all we have to do, move, rotation, east. This is horrible programming. Never do this. But we don't have the tools to do what we need to do right now. And that works. Fantastic. Look at this. And, no, I take that back actually. This only does one thing. Not great. That's great. What do we need to unlock? So what I need is this right here. I need hay. This needs, okay, so I need to switch to hay. This is not necessary. Grass will grow on its own. I think. Actually, no, I do need to do this. Because the bushes are there, they need to be taken. Actually, once you harvest it, goes back to grass. But I will be doing this just so I can replace it later with whatever I want. I do need more speed. Give me more speed, please. Thank you. That's 150. Operations. Arithmetic comparison logic operators. If not, can harvest. And 1 plus 1 equals 4 divided by 2, which is 2. Do a flip. That's a bit above our current level, I think. Let's look into it. I don't know why you would ever need need this for this type of operation. There's not enough values to work with to start be doing math in order to get things done. This is kind of stuff where it's like if you move 7 times, or if this number, that number, if I have 17 hay, I'm going to put a plot in 15 hay. It would be interesting for what it can be useful for if it could read my current resources, which I believe it can. Once a certain resource gets lower, it'll start planning that resource for a little bit. Then it'll go to the next those resources, and it'll auto balance our resources. But unnecessary. But can be useful. Depends what exactly when you do. It's tools of freedom, really. Not really something I want to overcomplicate with this very simple little field we got here. But these are, whoops, going out. This is just a field, you can move everything around. It's very nice. Did a good job with game design on this one. I do like the true and the false. If this, then that kind of thing. If kind of like this, if you could harvest it, then harvest it. If harvestable true, then harvest. But we didn't need to do that. We have it set to math, so you don't have to put true or false. You just put if you could harvest it, then harvest it. So you don't need that for that. And the numbers. We'll be using the numbers for one thing. I'll be checking my elevation. Moving off of that. Speaking of elevation, when we expand, we need carrots to expand. Carrots cost 50 wood. Okay. What does this cost? 100. Census. That's going to be my general census. So basically, this is going to be get entity type, number of items, how many items you have. Very useful. Do a flip over a bush. That's cool. I like that. So if it's this plant below, you do this. The none keyword is also unlocked now. None is a value that represents there's no value. For example, a function that has return statement will actually return none. The entity type returns none. No entity under the drone. Good. If you want to find out how many particular unlocks you have, number unlocked function. For example, number unlocked speed. Return the number of speed upgrades you have. Information. Careful number unlocked carrots will return number of times it was unlocked upgraded. So you can only upgrade it once. So we would just return 1 for upgraded and 0 for unpurchased. Fantastic. So we're gonna get rid of all this horrible code. So move north, harvest if you can, and then plant. Back. Oop. Nope. Back. Tab. There we go. If get position X is going to be this. This is 0x, 1x, 2x, 0y, 1y, 2y. So if X, if get position X, I forget how to do this. I'm guessing at this point. I might have to look it up. But they are great with helping you look it up, so that's good. It's 0. If get position X equals 0. So if we're in the first line, we need control X. harvest it, and then you do put this line in. If can get, ow, 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 ow. Plant grass. Okay, good. Let's expand this a little bit more. Nope, I know. I know. I know. Put this out of the way first. Thank you. Put this on top of that. Fantastic. If get position x equals 0, plant entities grass. Let's see. I want this one. If get position y equals 2. 2 or 0? I think 2. Okay. If get position y, do a thing equals 2 semicolon or colon, whichever one it is. Beast. Put that out. Put that in. Okay, good. Everything's working. So now we will take this. We will cut it out. Not cut it out, copy it. And we will paste it right here. Instead of grass, we will put bush. Fantastic. 1, 2 grass. Can you put a comma here? Is my question. Can I put 0, 0, 1, and then 2? Let's find out. No, it is not like that. Not a valid expression. Put a space there. There is a better way of doing this. I am not going to do the better way. I am going to be doing the bad way of doing this, and then we will be doing the same exact thing. Copy that, paste it. 1. Good. If it's grass, bush would be 2. Okay, what am I doing? If get position, okay. If position, I'm lost on what I just did. If get position 1 or 2, plant grass. If get position is 2, 0, 1, if position 2. Okay, good. I don't need the if there. Good. Okay. Now, I want to put these back. I do not want it to wait on. That's telling it wait for this process to run. If it can't harvest, if it can harvest, harvest. If not, don't do anything until you harvest. And then it'll harvest, and then the rest of this will play off. I don't want to do that, so I'm putting these on the same line as this. And so if it can harvest, harvest. If it can't, move on, which is fantastic. Works great. What comes next? Senses, and just unlock that one. Variables, assign variable to certain things. Next plant equals bush. Next plant next. Okay. We will do carrots. That's what we need right now. Let's do carrots. Planting carrots. Plus wood and hay. Wood and hay. Okay. We'll automatically remove. Okay. Can we expand our field? Not yet. We need to plant carrots. So instead of grass, stop. We'll be going to get grass right now, but we're going to be expanding right now, so I'm not worried about it too much. Carrots. Well, those two should be. Wait, do you need a till? You do need a till. Hi. What did the code warning get? Plant carrots. Yes, that's because I can't plant them. I wasn't paying attention when it tried to tell me what was happening. Carrots. Plant. Wrong. Carrots. 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 Harvest. Move. Plant? No. carrot. Thank you. Nope, that's not right either. Till. There we go. Okay. What we're going to be doing here, we will be stealing this code. Copy. If this do that. Good. Get ground type. Equals. Oops, too many equals. Grass. Okay, I need to look up how exactly I'm supposed to do this. Get ground type. If get ground type. Okay, fantastic. Where is it? If get ground type exclamation equals for some reason. Don't know why that is the way it is. Some things we just don't cancel. Don't cancel. Don't question. Grounds dot grassland. We don't want soil. So if it is soil, if it is grasslands, till. Fantastic. Oh, I need to do this to make it a action. And then plant entities carrots. Fantastic. And we'll be getting rid of this. If it's 0, plant grasslands. Grass. If it's 1, do all this, which will basically plant. Oops. Over to plant carrots. Get rid of that. That doesn't need to be there. And if it's 2, oh, might have been a mistake. No, that's right. No, that's, what did I do? What did I do? Okay. If it's 1, check if it's grassland. If it is, till it, plant the carrots. If it's 2, plant bush. Okay. That should be right. He says. Alright, alright. If get position 0, plant grass. If get position x equals 1, which is this, get the ground type. I don't get the explanation. Why does it need to be explanation? That makes no sense. If it's grass, kill it. And then plant carrots. If it's 1, these are all X positions. If it's 1, grasslands. If it's 2, plant bush. This is right. This is not right. This is concerning. If x equals 0, plant this. Oh, okay. We gotta stop. This needs to be here. This needs to be here. Good. Okay, well, wrong. Which one is supposed to be position 1? This should be my tilling ground. Let's Put equals equals. Okay. They made me put exclamation in there for some reason. They messed everything up. Why? Why do you have exclamation there? I am writing a fucking email to somebody. That was not my fault. Kind of my fault. I might have put in some extra tabs where there weren't supposed to be. You get the point. You get the point. Trees, 50 and 70. That's a lot for trees. What else do we not? Print. Print is absolutely useless unless we're trying to get into some absolutely complicated, ridiculous things. Like trying to tell me certain stats along the way. Which I do not care for today. Senses. We have senses. A lot of helpful things over there, including importing from separate little command tabs. But create a whole separate tab here and tell it to import from FO, and it'll get the commands from there. Very useful, very cool thing. In this case, I want to expand, which is 30 and 20. Or carrot, we need carrots. I see the problem. There we go. I was not planning. I had the tab wrong again. It happens. How much do we need again? 20 or something like that? 20. Man, we're almost there already. Oopsie daisy. In case you're wondering, it's not harvesting those because they're technically not ready when it comes over it. Right now it's 90. There we go. So we harvested that time to 100%. So this will be... Yeah, it didn't get good. It didn't grow in time because of that. See, that one wasn't grown yet, so didn't harvest it. We should have enough now. Fantastic. 150. Actually, almost there already. 70. Debug. I don't really need that. Time. Simulate. Test faster and under reproducible conditions. We have to get a whole new resource called Treasure for that. Oh, we need to unlock pumpkins as well. And sunflowers and fertilizer. Okay. Still got a chunk to do here. Do want to expand again, so let's wait for that. Get double expansion so I don't have to keep rewriting over my own code. Almost there. Watering. Watering's useful. I need to unlock that too. How much is this? How much? Not that. But I have enough of both. We'll get watering. We'll deal with that soon. We have a lot of programming to do once we unlock all this. And bam. So now, stop this. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is going to be x0 through 5 and y0 through 5. We're going to have 6 each, so we want to start with 2 each. But we want to space them because we look over here, when we unlock trees right here, they need to be spaced more. So what we're going to do, if position equals 0, this would be kind of the same thing we did early, got a little bit ahead of ourselves. Or if the get position x blah blah equals 1, we'll do that. We will be cutting that. Not cutting it, we'll be pasting it. And pasting it here. Fantastic. So they're going to have 6 positions. This will be 0, 1. This will be 2, 4. This will be 3 and 5. Oh, and oh, what? And that's not good. Do I have an extra one? Okay, good. Then our Y position needs to change too. It's going to be 5. 5. That should be simple enough. Good. Good. Next one should be bushes. It is. And then back carrots. Beautiful. Look at that. That is ace programming right there. And do a flip. I did it wrong. Do a flip. Oh, I love that. Can I incorporate that? Control C. Actually, movies. I would like you to entertain me. That sounded weird. There you go. That's so inefficient. What if I want to cut that. No, okay. Don't worry about it. Now watering. I can't track my resources every time. If can harvest, and then I want you to water. I don't want you to get water, I just want you to water. Use, no, we're just gonna use every water we have. And because we're only doing it whenever we harvest, it'll only use it once per thing, once per tile. So I don't have to worry about that part because of that. And we won't be able to tell how much water we have, which isn't really a big deal. Oh, hang on, that doesn't like that. Man, my programming is just way too complicated to do, apparently. There we go, that's working perfectly. Water is very unnecessary right now. We're not harvesting fast enough to even worry about that. Speed, I want to upgrade 50 and 50. Do we have that? No, but we're close enough. And I want trees, which is 50 and 70. We'll worry about speed first, and then we'll worry about harvest. That's just telling me that I'm using water even though I don't have any, which is fine. I'm worried about it. It'll use it when it has it. If it doesn't have it, nothing will come out. That's not really a problem. I don't really need as much hay. I'm getting a lot of it. I could swap out hay for carrots. I don't think that'll be necessary though. I think it's fine as it is. I might be able to do that later after I stock up a bit. So what's speed first? Then, oh, I actually do need a lot of hay for this. Much secure. So every time you unlock this again, it gives it a big harvesting bonus. So this will give me 200% increase. I earn twice as much hay now every time I harvest hay. It is very good. We will unlock hats. Of course we will. And we will be doing a purple hat because of course we'll do a purple hat. We'll just copy the code. Real simple. It's a custom code just for changing hats. We will be stopping this one. We'll be putting on a gray hat, a purple hat. I don't know how purple that looks. It's a weird looking hat. Let's switch over to a gray hat. Ooh, look at all these other hats. Traffic cone. Do you not like my traffic cone? Wow, that is just offensive. Gray hat. Okay, well, we're not changing hats today. For my information thing. Change hat. Did it work? Kind of did. tree. Hats dot, there you go. Hats dot tree. Hey, it worked. Look at that. Nice little Christmas tree. Go back to this. Keep harvesting for me. Speed 1550. Do I have 1550 now? I do have 1550. I know we don't have water. Look how fast you're going now. That's really helping us. And now these are what we want. Let's get more of that wood. Speed it up. There, of course, there's not a speed up button. I think you just speed up through the whole game. We don't even need a program. It does cost me a lot of wood to plant those carrots, which is why it takes so much. Which is why we need the trees next. It'll be very beneficial. Fantastic. Stop where you are. Trees. So that's basically telling us every time there's a tree adjacent to itself, it will grow slower, which I accounted for. So all we gotta do is type in tree instead of bush, and it should take care of itself. We won't be able to plant new carrots because we just used all of our wood. But there we go, we plant new. And we'll use that wood to plant those carrots. Good. And now we have trees growing. Now we come back to harvest them. There's like enough wood to replant those. Yeah, that gives us 5 per instead of 1 per. They still have adjacent trees to each other, so they're not all growing quite fast enough for me. I could... It would be difficult to get them to harvest. I could make the even though. If even... If get position equals even. Yeah, I could plan on evens. I'd have to do that for X and Y. Might be too much programming for something that doesn't really matter. And then I'd need the overwrite. If I still want carrots to grow on there, I need to make sure they don't overwrite the trees that are being growing in the grid. You could really get complicated with this, which is really nice. 500, 200, and there you go. And now we're getting a lot of wood per harvest. Let's see how this goes over. Oh yeah, that's... Now we're good on wood. So, there you have it. Pretty simple game. Farmer was replaced. It's a nice little niche little game. Very beginner friendly, very small. Isn't that big. As you see, this is a research tree and it goes by real quick. Isn't that bad at all. And it helps you every step of the way. And it's very user friendly UI. You have as many of these up as you want. You could have several of these help things up if you want. It's showing you about separate things. Very helpful, gives you examples. As you can see, I'm still don't understand all of it. And I still don't understand what the explanation was about. So I'm still learning, but it's been extremely helpful and it does a great job of teaching you step by step. So until next time.